Oh, Raw fucking sucked. It's horrible. I don't even think there was anything, that I really enjoyed on this show. Let me just get right into it here. Corporation comes out. Is this like a fucking joke? Are they trying to mock us or something? Stephanie McMahon says it's one of the most epic and satisfying Rumbles in history, when we obviously weren't satisfied. And Triple H also says it's that, but he mocks us for complaining that we didn't get what we want. It's like, really? You're fucking mocking us because we're voicing our opinions and shit? But they're pretty much admitting that they didn't give us what they want by doing this shit. Where Triple H is like making fun of us for complaining about how we didn't get what we want. He's pretty much admitting that they didn't give us what we want. Then Triple H recaps the Royal Rumble and shit. It's like, you already saw the Rumble. You don't need to recap it for us. I hate how he always says that Big Show's 500 pounds. He's like, oh, Brock Lesnar beat a 500-pound giant. No, he's like 440. Where do you get 500 pounds from? So, then Bryan comes out to a big pop, by the way. Most over guy in the company by far. Corporation says Bryan was in the Rumble for health reasons. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's been in like 10,000 handicap matches. He's been, remember they used to fucking give him triple power bombs, spears, everything. They would throw everything but the kitchen sink at this guy, a couple months ago. I remember when they were doing the Corporation with Angle, it was like 7-on-1 with Bryan, where you had like the Shield and Orton and everybody against fucking Bryan. Now it's like, oh, you can't be in the Rumble because you can't wrestle 2 matches on the same day or whatever. It's like they've done it in the past. Why can't they do it again? So that was stupid. Then the crowd and Bryan just make the Corporation look like fucking retards here. Steph, the crowd starts chanting Daniel Bryan throughout the whole segment. And Stephanie McMahon's, what'd she say? She's like, this crowd can't even get their chants together. They're all, babbling, they can't get their chants together. And then, in unison, they start chanting Daniel Bryan, and the look on Stephanie McMahon's face was just fucking hilarious. And then Bryan says he wants to be in the chamber, and says he won't leave till he get what he wants. So then the Shield come out. It was funny. Rollins was trying to hop over the barricade and he fucking tripped. It's pretty funny. So then the Shield started attacking Bryan, and then, oh, here comes the cavalry. Here comes Sheamus. Oh yeah, same old shit with Sheamus. He's already back to his old fucking self. Took one day, one fucking day to get back. Now he's stale. He's already fucking stale. It took him one day to become stale. Cena then comes out. Feels like fucking last year with remember? The Shield was in the Elimination Chamber match versus it was Cena, Ryback, Sheamus. Now the only difference is Ryback's replaced with Bryan. So it's like the same shit they were doing last year almost. So and then it just wasn't good. It's like the whole segment was like putting the attention on Sheamus and Cena when it should be put on Bryan. It wasn't good, I didn't think, but whatever, opening segment was pretty lackluster. The only good part was good parts were when Bryan in the crowd was making the Corporation seem like retards. Then we get the Real Americans defeating Mysterio and Sin Cara. Decent match here. Cool ending with the uppercut, boom. It's pretty cool. Love that uppercut move. Probably my favorite move out of any superstar in the company. That uppercut is fucking awesome. So, it was sort of stupid though how Swagger got hit by Coulter and he doesn't do anything about it. It's like if I was hit by somebody, I would be pretty fucking pissed, but he just goes right back to wrestling and acts like it never even happened. But decent match here, probably the best match of the night. Then we get Bad News Barrett, and he's like, oh, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. And he's like, the bad news is you get Miz and Ziggler. He's like, it's bad that the Miz and Ziggler are fighting in this Battle of Cleveland or whatever. So he totally contradicts himself. Then he changes the whole thing around. He's like, oh, well, it would be bad if they were fighting for the battle for Cleveland. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, it just makes no sense. No fucking sense at all. So, and he says everybody who lives in Cleveland's losers. It's like, wow, that's really original. Fucking just calling the town a loser town, or calling the people of the town losers to get heat. Seen it happen a million times before. Bad News Barrett fucking sucks, and this wasn't that great. This was far from great. This was pretty bad. And then we get R-Truth defeating Fandango. One or two good moves in this match. Boring. Don't give a shit about this match. Who fucking cares about two fucking dancers fighting in the fucking ring? Not me. Next, Orton promo. He's being a bitch, you know, complaining, being a pussy. Oh, I don't want to fight in the Elimination Chamber, although that's the fucking name of the pay-per-view and the concept. Stupid. Says he's the greatest of all time. I've heard him say that like a million times now. Same old Orton. Complain about fucking being put in a match. Or, you know, even though that's the point of you holding a belt, of you defending it, and then saying he's the greatest of all time. Well, if he's the greatest of all time, can't he beat everybody? You know, if he's saying he's the greatest of all time, then he can beat everybody. So why is he complaining about being put in fucking matches for his fucking own title that's supposed to be defended on every fucking pay-per-view? So, Batista comes out, says he will beat Orton at WrestleMania to become champ. This, you know, he's getting booed. I don't really see why he's getting booed. You know, it's good that he's back, in my opinion. I don't know why the crowd's fucking booing him. I think they just think he's like The Rock of last year, except I think Batista's actually wants to be back on a full-time schedule. So I'm all for Batista coming back. You know, wouldn't really want him main eventing WrestleMania with Orton. Maybe another something, you know, with Lesnar maybe, or some other shit like that. Lesnar comes out. Heyman. You know, with Heyman says he either wants Lesnar to face Batista or Lesnar to face Orton for the belt later tonight. So I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be pretty good. So, you know, the promos weren't really that good here. Batista's promo was, you know, just what he needed to say. Said he was going to win the belt at Mania or whatever. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. Was just a neutral promo, you know, average. Orton's promo was shitty. Heyman, you know, didn't really say much. Just demanded that one of these two matches be made. So I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be sweet. We're going to get Lesnar on Raw. But that obviously didn't happen. Then we get Ziggler defeating The Miz in the Battle of Cleveland match. It's funny. Ziggler was wearing a number 69 jersey. I found that a little bit funny. Don't know if he did it on purpose or whatever. But it was an alright match between two jobbers. But it's nice to see Ziggler and how, you know, the concussion, he's all right. You know, it would be a disappointment to see him out for, you know, 2 or 3 months like he was last time. But then again, it's not like he's gonna be on TV in a big role, so it's not like it fucking matters. So yeah, just an average match here. Glad that Ziggler won too, but it's probably not gonna mean anything. Usos defeated Ryback, so okay at best. Couple good spots. Pretty predictable that Ryback was gonna lose, but and then I don't give a shit about this match. You know, 70% of 70-80% of the matches, you know, tonight I didn't give a shit about. So that was alright at best, you know, the wrestling quality, but I didn't give a shit about who fucking won or anything. Del Rio defeats Kofi. The first half was slow. The second half was good. So that equates to a decent match, I guess. They started chanting the announcers at the beginning of the match, which means that it wasn't good. They start chanting random shit, that means it's not good. That means it's boring, and they're looking for something entertaining to do. And no one cares about this match. Nobody cares about anything except really Daniel Bryan and some other guys on the fucking roster. So I might as well just put Raw back at 2 hours, because nobody fucking cares about, you know, 80% of the shit on the show. So, but that was a decent match, I guess, you know, decent. But again, it's Del Rio and Kofi, two guys who I don't really give a shit about. New Age Outlaws, Rhodes Brothers ends in DQ. That was cool because, you know, Road Dogg was doing his promo before the match, and he actually wanted the crowd to say biatch, but nobody said it. He's like, up in this, and he gave the mic to the crowd, you know, to say, and nobody fucking said it. And he's like, I can't say it, it's PG. It's like, you know, they always do that, where they can't say shit because it's PG. It just makes me fucking mad. But I actually looked this up online. Road Dogg's 50, Goldust is 44, and oh wait. Billy Gunn is 50, Road Dogg's 44, Goldust is 44, and Cody Rhodes is 28. So you got two 44-year-olds, a 50-year-old, and then a 28-year-old. Just, you know, I'm bored. Wanted something to fucking do. Match sucked. The Outlaws are like running away like fucking pussies. You know, it was fucking stupid. So the match sucked. Lesnar comes out at fives. The Rhodes Brothers. Then Heyman says this is what happens when the Authority doesn't pick, you know, one of the two options. This is option 3. So false advertising here. They told us we were going to get a match. They even put it on the screen. They showed a picture of Lesnar versus either Batista or Orton. I believe that's what they showed. I know they showed something like that. So it's clearly false advertising here. So, you know, he hits him with the chairs like 3 times each, maybe 4, maybe. It's like, it's not enough. Even when he did it with Big Show, I mean, it was alright, it was decent, I guess, but just does it over and over again. It's a chair shot to the back. How exciting can it get? It's like, I've seen it before. It's not just because it's Lesnar doesn't mean it's great or anything. I mean, it's decent. It's not anything to get all fucking excited about, though. You know, but this time it wasn't decent because he only did it like 4 times. It's like, this is, you know, this is like their, I guess, replacement for there not being a Batista Lesnar or a Lesnar Orton match. Is the replacement. You know, this is 10 times worse, 100 times worse than not seeing one of those 2 matches. So this sucked. Funkodactyls and the Bells defeat AJ and Tamina. Or AJ, Tamina, Alicia Fox, Noxana. Don't fucking give a shit again about this match. Botch on Tamina here. She was supposed to save the pin for AJ, but she was fucking late. Fucking retarded as shit. Match was boring. No one cares about the Divas really anymore. You know, you get a little bit of a pop for AJ, that's it. Even the faces don't even get cheered. A few decent spots. One pretty cool spot I found was that triple suplex. That was about the only good thing about this match. A couple other decent spots, but you know, the triple suplex was cool. It's something I haven't seen before really. So I'm not gonna knock this match too hard. It had a couple decent, you know, alright passable spots, and that triple suplex was pretty cool as well. AJ got pinned by Naomi off the fucking ass, you know, ass shot or whatever the fuck it's called, the rear view, I think, the rear end it's called. So, you know, obviously it was setting up an AJ Naomi match, good, because Naomi has talent. Also, Jake the Snake got inducted into the Hall of Fame, good, you know, this is gonna be good. You know, we got the Warrior and Jake the Snake, good. Cena and Bryan, Sheamus defeating, excuse me guys, his throat's getting fucking dry. Defeated the Shield via disqualification. Started off very slow. There's a botch on the spear when Reigns was spearing Cena. On the last 5 minutes though, it really picked up. It was pretty fast paced. Retarded ending when the Wyatts come out, and you know they get the Shield disqualified, which puts Bryan, Cena, and Sheamus in the chamber. It's like that's how they get in the chamber. What the fuck? So yeah, at least though it sets up, you know, it looks like there's going to be a feud between the Shield and the Wyatts. Good, alright, that's good. But the match was fucking stupid. Like that ending to the match with the Wyatts coming out, it's like, really? That's how the main event fucking ends? You fucking serious? So this fucking show is a piece of fucking bullshit. Fucking sucked. It's worse than the fucking Rumble. At least at the Rumble you got one great match between Bryan and fucking Bray Wyatt. But this was a piece of fucking shit. Nothing was good. You know, maybe there was some couple decent things, but for the most part, it fucking sucked. So there you go. Raw, you know, fucking sucked. Oh, I'm doing my part to support the Yes Movement, guys. But yeah, Raw fucking sucked. So there you go, people.